Today we'll take it easy and go through a flurry of simple hip work and upper body coordinations we can layer on travel steps, just for the sake of meaningful practice and expanding your thinking about combining moves and steps. We'll go 4 steps forward and 4 steps back a lot. If you're in a small space, just make small steps or steps in place. Not all of these exercises are about traveling. Sometimes I add travel steps just to push you a bit toward a new layer of complexity, but some of these sequences will be just fabulously beautiful and simple travel steps for any time you're choreographing or improvising. I will break down each step and then we'll practice it. First, we'll take an upper body coordination, snake arms, deconstruct it a bit and layer it on steps. What is snake arms? It's a figure 8 trajectory performed by your elbow. I know it's not how it's usually taught. They usually teach snake arms as up and down wave with shoulder, elbow, and then wrist coming up and then descending. The problem with this explanation is that it creates snake arms completely detached from the rest of your body. And because it's impossible to detach your arms movement from the movement of your spine, these snake arms look disconnected and limp, looking like this. So, a better visualization of snake arms. First of all, it really helps to think of the movement as coming from your shoulder. Think of your shoulder as drawing a figure 8. However, because the shoulder trajectory is very small, I realize that it's easier to explain this movement to beginners when I teach them to draw figure 8 with their elbow. I know we're not beginners here, but just stay with me for a moment to take a fresh look at our good old snake arms. So, visualize first the figure 8 trajectory you perform with your elbow. And your hand just follows. Okay, and then add to this a chest figure 8. This movement, and every time your elbow lifts, start a loop of chest figure 8 in the direction away from your lifting elbow. It's away, away, okay, away. And keep your elbow figure 8 going. So, we have this exaggerated 3D snake arms. And yes, that's not how snake arms look in belly dance, but this way you see what your body is actually doing. All you need to do now is to contain your chest movement until it's very small amplitude and flatten your snake arms trajectory a bit. Now, because your arms are connected to your spinal wave through this coordination, you will never have this frozen chest and flopping limp snake arms like this. So, this will be our first exercise.